window capture. Where are you, window capture? Where are you? Windows. Where's window capture? Okay. All right, then. Let's watch this thing. This apparently came out a couple of days ago. Let's watch it. Developer Direct. Here we go. City and Entertainment. All right. I'm going to turn this down a bit.
Welcome to Obsidian Entertainment. I'm so proud to share with you our upcoming fantasy action RPG, Avowed. Avowed is an adventure into the heart of the Living Lands, a frontier at the edge of the known world, where you must put a stop to a mysterious spiritual plague and discover a secret at the heart of the Living Lands. At Obsidian, we love creating worlds with deep themes, dynamic gameplay, and thoughtful reactivity.
I gotta play through the Outer Wilds. For the Outer Worlds.
We set out to blend the believable and fantastical to give players a world and experience like no other. It's colorful, it's vibrant, it's strange. It's one of the most incredible settings in the world of Aora. There's going to be a lot of great secrets to discover, one of which has a really personal connection to you as the player character, and you're going to have a great time getting to know those secrets and leaving your mark on the world. And when it comes to encounters, our combat brings the best of the moment-to-moment fun that comes with action-oriented gameplay.
Oh, is this Obsidian Skyrim?
That you get with an RPG. Here to talk more about Avowed's combat is Gabriel Paramo, gameplay director.
Here at Obsidian, our team's overarching goal is to empower you with choice. So we developed a flexible combat system that allows you to quickly swap from spellcasting and sharpshooting to melee combat. We want to give you the freedom to mix and match your loadout to fit the way you want to play from moment to moment, uninterrupted. For all battles, you can combine a variety of weapons, attacks, and abilities for tactical.
This looks pretty good, actually.
Against a wide range of enemy types. It's not just hacking.
I'm not really into those games a lot, but that looks really good.
About when to use your abilities, powerful melee attacks, blocks, parries, and special attacks. If you choose to approach combat with a one-handed wand, it feels quick and snappy when dealing damage to enemies at mid-range. Using the Tanglefoot ability, you can stop enemies in their tracks, giving you the opportunity to focus on weaker or tougher combatants in an intentional and controlled manner.
Brings up Vides.
It's important to pay attention to the types of enemies you're dealing with. Some units are extremely defensive, some are brutishly difficult, and others you must make sure you prioritize, or their healing capabilities will put you in a tough spot. To help with the different encounters you will face, we provide customizable loadouts that can be quickly switched during combat. That means you can play however you want. Equip a sword and shield and charge into battle. Dual-wield pistols and control the encounter mid-range. Or even dual-wield wands to feel like a gunslinging mage. You could use your enchanted wand to freeze enemies and then use your offhand weapon's power attack to shatter them. We've worked hard to keep you constantly engaged as battles unfold by creating a balance between pressure and manageability during combat.
Players will have ample choices for how to build and progress their envoy in the world of the Living Lands as they get to know the game and the story and explore the many diverse regions. Some quests in Avowed will have you make difficult decisions with profound consequences, like this side quest you may encounter in Shatterscarp, the third region you'll explore on your journey through the Living Lands. As you're exploring, you come across the bodies of these fallen soldiers, and as you explore the remains of the battle, it's up to you to determine who, if anyone, is at fault.
Just the four of us. Manu, Kiri, Naoki, and me. Training under Captain Ruiki, trying to keep Thirdborn safe.
In other words, you're a gang of vigilantes. Not that I'm one to judge.
Here. Take my badge. Take everyone's. Our families deserve to know we fought and died for them.
Making the right choice isn't always what it seems. We embrace moral nuance and gray areas, trusting players to make tough decisions in complicated situations.
My squad and I rested in the cave by the water last night, and as we were sleeping, we were ambushed by those miserable Zorips. I was so surprised, and it was so dark. I just got separated from everyone else.
Okay.
Look, I can't face those monsters
Look at
alone,
how much better
but I have to know if anyone else
the
needed it.
facial
Of
stuff
course
is
he
on
did.
that.
Sergeant Asui
It's still
never has a
stiff,
thought
but it's
he
better
wouldn't
than
see Hellblade.
Starfield.
So what did he tell you? That Captain
The characters
Ruiki was
move.
sick?
They're not
that I was
static.
paranoid? That I was a dumb baby? I heard it all often and loudly. Wait, if you found Sergeant Asui, why is he not here with you? What happened?
They don't look like
At the
fucking
end of
puppets.
the quest, you have a choice. When you confront Private Naoki, if you
This is what
believe the
Bethesda
story
should
he's
be
told
doing,
you,
but
you
they're
can
not.
hand over the badges and let him go back home.
You're right. Real battle isn't something you can prepare for, is it? It's not my fault. No, they should have never have camped in the cave. I'll take the badges. I'm going back to Third Born.
But if you confront him, if you believe that he fled the site of the battle as an act of cowardice, then he might challenge you to a fight to reclaim his honor. Either way, when you return to town, you'll see the consequences of your actions and the choices you made during this quest. Creating an immersive experience like Avowed is anchored in the world we build. Art director Matt Hansen and the team have worked to create a unique, colorful, and dynamic visual style.
From the outset, we knew that we wanted Avowed
It's almost
setting
like-
to feel rich, weird,
It's almost
and
like
wonderful. We found inspiration
Obsidian
in a
is
wide
doing,
swath
like,
of
the
real-world
opposite
cultures, helping
of
us
what
create
Bethesda
a unique
does.
RPG
Like-
experience. By contrasting the vibrant
Bethesda was so
or
focused on trying to get a
verdant
game
spaces with
out.
sickly ones, we can
And
better
Starfield
deliver
is not
complex
good.
emotional experiences for our players.
Apparently it gets good 20 to 30
The
hours
Living
in, but
Lands
that's
is a
not good
continent
enough for a
of
game to be
untamed
good.
valleys with widely
This
varied
looks
biomes,
fantastic.
From luxuriant forests to volcanic wastes.
Like, I want to play this.
Each
This
of
looks
those
good.
regions itself is a confluence of storied landscapes. All of the regions have a lot of special things associated with them, but I have a deep place in my heart for Shatterscarp. As you're wandering the wastes of Shatterscarp, you might notice off in the distance a vibrant jewel of color. By transitioning from destitute, muted tones of a wasteland of sand and marching in towards a beautiful oasis, there's the opportunity there for life, for adventure, and even a little danger.
A beautiful oasis. Sorry.
We hope
I had
you've
to make that
enjoyed this
joke.
look at Avowed. We're thrilled to share
I
more
have.
about the
It looks
game in
great.
the coming months, and we can't wait for you to explore the Living Lands when Avowed launches this fall.
Man, Obsidian's answer to Skyrim looking pretty good. Avowed looks pretty sick. Not gonna lie. Excuse me. Avowed. Coming to Xbox, PC, and Game Pass. Alright. Fall 2024. Okay. Okay. Looks good, Obsidian. I can't wait. Can't wait to try it out. Who's next? Ninja Theory? Okay. What are they working on again? They have a big game they're working on.
Hi, I'm Dom Matthews, studio head here at Ninja Theory in Cambridge, UK.
Hi, Dom.
We're now in the final months of development on Senua Saga Hellblade 2, and the team is working hard to bring you an unforgettable
Hellblade
journey
2.
into Senua's unique world and her battle for survival, where we have once again combined high fidelity and immersive presentation.
The
with
first
a
one looked
shorter,
really good. I wanted to try
narrative-led
it out.
experience that focuses on the things that we really care about, and that we hope you care about too.
Senua is back with a new quest. She wants to stop the Vikings who raided her village right at their source, in Iceland. But not just her quest has changed. Senua herself has grown since the first Hellblade. She's made peace with her past and is no longer in such fear of her visions and voices. While the Furies are still her constant companions, she encounters new people along the way, some of which will value her unique perspective, and others who will reject it.
Little by little, this settlement became my tribe.
In the game, Senua arrives in 10th century Iceland on the trail of the Vikings who have been enslaving her people. In the story, we're trying to be as faithful to history as we can up to a point, establishing a solid framework and then building more surreal elements on top. Senua will face up to giants who have plunged the land into chaos, and which in turn has seen the rise of the Droiga, a violent threat that has swept through the settlements that she'll discover. Senua will make new enemies and also new allies who will come to see her unique perspective as a beacon of hope. And she'll discover, along with us, how this viewpoint can have its advantages.
I really should play the first one. I watch people stream it, and it looks really good.
Psychosis. Seeing things that other people don't, hearing voices, and having unique beliefs about the world around her. To bring Senua's perspective of the world to life in a truthful way, we have once again worked closely with Professor Paul Fletcher at the University of Cambridge, as well as people with lived experience of psychosis.
What does that mean? It's terrifying.
Players will find themselves traversing beautiful and hostile environments, seeking answers from patterns and signs that Senua sees in her own unique way, and battling through encounters with enemies that will push Senua to her limits.
On Saga, we've taken everything to the next level. With a new motion capture space, a bigger stage team, a stunt crew, and a new cast.
We spent a lot of time planning the motion capture shoots, thinking of what events would be good to
They're not using the
into
dots.
this fight. Like, how can we make this fight feel different from the previous fight?
I wonder why they're not using the dots. Maybe it's good enough now they don't need to use the dots for tracking?
One of our key goals was the ability to actually tell a story.
Maybe.
throughout it.
I don't know.
It does feel very different from the first game, but it's very brutal and you're very invested in it. Senua isn't a superhero. She's fighting for survival, and we want the player to feel her struggle in every step of her journey. We want the player to always feel like they just scraped through, just survived it.
Mel knows Senua better than anyone, better than I do. Her instincts are amazing, and she really doesn't need much help from me. On stage, our main focus is storytelling. So I get to watch the actors and see all the beautiful expressions on their faces. And then I have to wait a little while, and then I get to see that all again, in-game, in costume, on location, everything. It's a great experience, a great process.
Every discipline in the studio is unified in achieving a deep level of immersion to help suspend your disbelief and pull you into Senua's story. We were lucky enough to do a few reference gathering trips in Iceland. You have to be there. The sense of scale, everything is incredible. And you see a scene.
They did
where you
a
see small section of the
place
game
in
where you're
Iceland,
like,
I think, for the
that
the new
works.
Star
That's
Wars
amazing.
movies, where Luke is, if I recall.
Senua experiences reality differently, and a part of this manifests in the voices she hears.
She will collapse. She will collapse.
These voices come to life through binaural audio, which provides a good representation of this type of auditory hallucinations. As we focus in immersion, binaural audio is perfect for this because through headphones, you surround yourself in a three-dimensional space. In the first game, we only applied to the voices that Senua listens in her head. In this game, through a spatial audio technology and some extra little things within the game, there is music that is binaural. Every single sound has the potential to be binaural, so everything is spatialized around you, and it's a very beautiful experience. Music is a strange language in the sense that it speaks to our emotions fast and deep. It's not only about quality, it's about personality. So when you listen to Hellblade, you know it's Hellblade. On the music, we are working with Heilung, which for me is a personal privilege because I really admire them.
Oh shit.
I feel their craft, their depth, their meaning in the music, it really connects with our game.
Oh shit. I gotta wait till the music is done.
Beautiful, and we add of music. So this all creates a very immersive and a very special and unique experience.
Our mission here at Ninja Theory is to craft life-changing art with game-changing tech. And that's our aim in Senua Saga Hellblade 2, is to not only see where Senua goes next, but to deliver something really meaningful for our players.
My hope is that they will really connect to Senua as a character, and even if they can't really relate to what she's going through, maybe they know someone that relates to that character and they can then understand that person better.
Well, I don't want to sound cheesy, but in a way I'm Senua, right? She exists and doesn't. It exists through all of our work, through every ninja. So we all are Senua, and we are creating this character that grows and grows and grows and grows and keep growing and keep changing. So that makes it real.
I'm so proud of the love, care, and passion our team here at Ninja Theory are putting into Senua Saga Hellblade 2. Our hope is to not only create a game that is great to play, but to craft an experience that leaves you thinking and feeling. From our combat gameplay through to our action set pieces, from our cinematic scenes to our puzzle solving, everything is crafted in service of Senua's journey, a journey that you can embark on May 21st.
Okay. May 21st. Okay. All right. Okay, that looks good. I'm going to have to check out the first one. I really should. There's actually one thing I just need to check real quick about this. Okay. Yep. Yep. Show you guys. I heard about this. Microsoft and Ninja Theory have confirmed that Senua's Sacrifice Hellblade 2 is digital-only release. What the fuck? Why is it digital-only? There's no reason for this to be digital-only. There should be a physical release of this. This is... What a waste of all that effort to make it a digital-only game. What a fucking waste. Like, if it was an indie game, I understand. But this is a full fucking AAA release. Put it on a fucking disc. I'm so tired of this bullshit of them trying to get people to just play games digitally. If we're going all digital, there's two things that have to be done. One, DRM has to be abolished. No longer have DRM ever. Nobody has DRM. And two, you have to make a way that people can back up their games. Until those two things happen, digital, I'm going to continue to support physical copies until those two things happen. I'm going to buy as many games physically as I can. Because this is just bullshit. I'm so tired of this. Glad I double checked that. What? I was waiting in the lobby. Okay. Square Enix? Uh-oh, is that a furry game I see? What the fuck? What is Square Enix making? For Xbox.
Greetings, Xbox players. My name is Masaru Oyamada, producer for the Mana series.
Mana series producer, okay.
Square Enix. 聖剣伝説 Visions of Mana の情報を
Visions of Mana. Oh, okay. The new Mana game.
コンソールゲームとしては約17年ぶりとなる聖剣伝説シリーズの完全新作。聖剣伝説シリーズは1991年にファイナルファンタジー外伝として誕生して以降、マナと聖剣をめぐって描かれる愛をテーマに個性豊かなキャラクターたち。
Then Trials of Mana on Super Famicom.
武器の特性を生かして戦うアクション RPG
Dawn of
として
Mana.
これまでに17作発売され長らく愛されてきました。
I have a couple of the Mana games on
本作は30年以上の
on
歴史ある
DS
シリー
as
ズの
well.
最新作となるため、これまで培われてきた
I wonder if NCR will cover this game when it comes out.
しっかり
Visions of
感じられ
Mana.
るものを目指して鋭意制作中です。
I assume he might.
フィールドでは
That
自然や
oh, that
精霊
looks
との
really
つながりを
good.
感じられる色彩豊かな聖剣
Hi,
伝説の世界
hi
を体
Sherry.
験してもらえると
How
思
you
います。
doing? This looks really good.
シリーズおなじみのモンスターたちも本
This
作
kind
に
of
登場
reminds
してい
me.
ます。
It's like an improved version of the way the Trials of Mana remake looked. That looks sick.
今回これらのおなじみのモンスターたちを作り出した聖剣伝説の生みの親である石井浩一さんとともに
I'm doing pretty well. I just got
ビジョンズ・オブ・マナの内容を
recovering
紹
from
介
a
し
bit
てい
of a
きたい
sore
と思い
throat.
ます。
Hello, I'm Koichi Ishii from Gretz.
Hey,
I'm
Koichi.
so happy to introduce the newest game in the Mana series to Xbox players. 初期の頃からシリーズ作品に登場しているモンスターたちは私が考案したものですが、中には小学生の頃すでにイメージができていたものもあります。今作では初めはドット絵からスタートしたモンスターたちをどのような形で最新化して聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナに落とし込む
Oh, I love the art
デザ
style.
インの方向性からモ
It's
デルの
really
完
good.
成イメージまでを監修する立場でプロジェクトに参加しました。
I'm gonna have to play the Mana games.
聖剣伝説ファイナルファンタジー外伝を作っていた頃から自分の頭の中ではモンスターたちは立体的に生き生きと動いて、これまで自分が携わった作品ではそれらをどうやって当時の技術で表現できるかにこだわって作ってきました。
Don't worry about it too much, Sherry. I'll be alright.
最新作では聖剣伝説のモンスターたちのただ可愛いだけ
But
で
I
は
mean, I wouldn't mind if
恐ろし
Mama
さの
Cherry
部分も
wanted to dote on
し
me.
っかりと表現できているので、バトル中はモンスターたちの表情にも注目してください。
これまで聖剣伝説シリーズには空を旅する海を渡る手助けをしてくれる頼もしい仲間たちがいましたが、今作には広大なフィールド探検に欠かせない新たな仲間が登場します。陸上を猛スピードで駆け回ってくれるピックルも石井さんが新たに
Nothing bad, hun. Nothing bad. I promise.
新たな仲間を考えるにあたっては、
I'll just
今作のマスコット
I'll
キャラ
just
クター
rest
に
on
な
your
るくらい
thighs.
可愛い動物にしたいという漠然とした思いがありました。その上でヨークシャテリアの毛並み、見た目やアルマジルによく似た仙山港や古代エジプト神のアヌビスの子供といった具体的なイメージが浮かんできて、それぞれの特徴を取り入れながらラフデザインを書き
I
起こ
figured
し
you'd
ま
be
した。
okay with that.
デザイナーにもアイデアを出してもらいながら、足の長さや丸まった時のイメージなどゲームの中での見え方も考えながら調整を重ねていき、ピックルは誕生しました。
Oh, that's
もう
cool.
一つの挑戦は楽曲面です。過去さまざまなコンポーザーが携わられた楽曲の雰囲気が感じられつつも、最新作として素晴らしい新たな楽曲が生まれました。 BGM でもしっかり聖剣伝説シリーズらしさを感じてもらえると思います。過去シリーズの楽曲を手掛けたクリエイターたちが全100曲という大ボリュームの制作に挑ん
Wow,
でくれま
100
した。
songs. Damn.
新たな試みとしてフィールドの探索からバトルまでをシームレスに体験できるよう
I gotta finish Chrono Trigger.
インタラクティブミュージックを導入しており、
I streamed up to the final boss and then I lost my save data, so I gotta
探
finish
索中
that.
の BGM がバトルに入った瞬間、アレンジが切り替わる様を実際に聞いてみましょう。今作はアクション RPG 聖剣伝説のアクション部分が強化されています。空中でのアクションがバトルの鍵となっており、
Oh, aerial combat. Wow.
魔法での攻撃も可能になっています。
And magic attacks. Damn.
本作ならではの特徴として聖剣伝説シリーズではおなじみの精霊たちがいますが、その力を宿した武器を使うとバトルを手助けしてくれるようになります。精霊によっては様々な特性の違いがありますので、その効果とともに聖剣伝説の世界らしい不思議な力で爽快なバトルを楽しんでいただけます。
オリジナルモンスターやピックリにも注目してほしいのですが、聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナーは聖剣伝説らしさを感じてもらえる作品になるよう、小山田君を中心にチームのみんなが頑張って作ってくれていますので、ぜひ発売日を楽しみに待っていてください。私自身もプレイするのを楽しみにしています。
聖剣伝説シリーズとして初めて Xbox ユーザーの皆さんにお届けする本作、
I hope it's not
聖剣伝
Xbox
説
exclusive.
ビジョンズ・オブ・マナーは今後も様々な情報をお届けしていきますので、ぜひご期待ください。この夏、
Let me actually...
この忘れられない冒険を Xbox ユーザーの皆さんに楽しんでいただける日が今から待ちきれません。
Okay, Series X and PC. Okay, let me just see here real quick. What's it called? Visions of Mana? Okay. Let's see. What was the Mana series? Visions of Mana. Visions of Mana will release summer 2024, Xbox Series X, S, and PC. To stay up to date news with the game, be sure to follow. Okay. Nothing about releases on other platforms. Let's see. Visions of Mana for Switch. No, it's just, so far it's just Xbox stuff. Okay, we'll have to come back to this another time. I mean, if it is, like, I don't have an Xbox Series X or S, but I do have a, if they make it work on Steam Deck, I'll probably pick it up. I'd like a physical copy, though, to be honest. So that's coming out in the summer. Alright, what's Oxide got for us?
Hello, and welcome to Oxide Games. We founded the studio in 2013 with our decades of personal experience building some of the most beloved strategy games of all time, like Civilization V. We came together to create something new and innovative in a genre we all love. Ara History Untold is the game we've dreamt of making.
Ara History Untold,
homage
okay.
To historical gamers, strategy gamers, 4X gamers. It
Okay.
features all the depth and gameplay fans of this genre love, where you'll explore the world, expand your nation, govern your people, and engage with your rivals on the international stage. But it isn't just more of the same. With Ara, we wanted to challenge some of the preconceived notions about the genre, push it forward in a modern, empowering, and truly compelling and approachable way.
For example, we have over 100 instruments on display in the office, which are all things that we purchased in order to add to the soundtrack and expand the game and make it really good. Hi, Dan. That's Dan. We started in his basement. It's been an amazing process to see from concept to completion. We started small, building a robust game engine, questioning our design assumptions, and prototyping.
I'm not big into strategy games, but this looks pretty
what made us
good.
fall in love with strategy games in the first place.
The end result is Ara, the historical grand strategy game that presents a living world where you can rule how you want to rule and chart your own path to becoming the most prestigious nation on the planet.
For Ara, we knew we needed deep systems with outcomes that encourage exploration and give players the power to experiment and make meaningful strategic choices while still having agency over their playstyle.
We also wanted to explore more in different parts of history and give players from around the world the chance to see the game reflect their unique perspective and not just ours.
And finally, we knew that for players to feel the impact of their decisions, they would need to see their choices reflected in the game world itself, not just through numbers on a menu. One of the first differences you'll see when you dive into Ara is what we call the living world. It's a procedurally generated alternate Earth, bursting with life. An intuitive, authentic, and immersive space, a blank canvas for players to paint the society of their dreams.
I want to
The
ask how they
living
can do
world
that, but I
isn't
think
just
I
a
know.
map. It reflects the choices players make over the course of the game.
How
They
like
can see
characters don't get
everything
stuck
from the
in
settling
things.
of the wilderness to cultural influence on architecture over time to the thousands of citizens living their lives and reacting to the changes. We want players to feel like they're truly occupying the world, leading their people as they thrive and grow. Core to the vision of Ara is our philosophy of rule how you want to rule. And no feature better exemplifies this than the prestige system.
To win a game of Ara, players will compete with their rivals to build the most influential, impressive, and important nation the world has ever known. This is measured by prestige, the player's score that proves their worth as a leader.
The prestige system gives players the chance to decide what kind of leader they want to be. Do they want to pursue great works of arts and culture? Military might? Scientific advancement? The choice is theirs.
You can make
In
mechas?
Ara, there
Jesus.
are no set victory conditions.
Wow.
Players get to decide what is most important to them and focus and prioritize on those goals while still being able to win the game.
Personally, when I play Ara, I like to build triumphs. Triumphs are our collection of incredible monuments and architectural achievements from throughout human history. Like the Great Pyramid of Giza. They're hard to build, but worth it, giving huge prestige bonuses and game-changing abilities to the nation that constructs them.
Another aspect of Ara that I'm personally excited about is our crafting system.
The crafting system offers a unique challenge to the player that they generally won't see often in the 4X genre. Succeeding at balancing, gathering the right things, turning them into the tools that you need, and then finally getting to the outcome or reward of something like an important improvement or triumph just changes the challenge that exists in Ara compared to other 4X games.
Crafting plays out in Ara at a national scale, with players honing and combining the natural resources they harvest into all manner of goods and components. Those are the foundation for everything, from international trade,
Those are the
to improving their
foundation.
cities and citizens' lives,
where's
and
that?
even manufacturing the weapons necessary to draft military
Sounds like they're
units.
from.
The crafting system in Ara encourages thoughtful, advanced planning. It rewards players
From
who can see
Iowa?
the strategic outcome of all their collective decisions,
Is she
and
from
not just the
Iowa?
individual ones.
I'm proud of the work that's gone into our simultaneous turn system. Many strategy games have players alternate taking turns and reacting to their opponent's moves. In Ara, all players' actions are resolved at the same time. This rewards players' ability to navigate uncertainty, to predict and strategically plan for a variety of scenarios in the moment. This system makes
My
Ara
energy boost
just
is starting to
feel
wear off. I hope this thing isn't
in a
too long.
typical strategy game,
Should be
once your
done
turn is
soon though.
finished, you have to wait for a long time. With simultaneous turns, generally speaking,
My
those
coffee is
times are very
cold.
low. You
Oh,
get to keep
oh,
playing the
jeez.
game and stay engaged rather than having
Joy-Cons
those
almost
periods
fell
of
off
downtime where you're not
off
doing
my
anything.
desk.
It's not easy sifting through all of history and picking what to include. For Ara, we wanted to offer a fresh perspective, so we looked at cultures and societies throughout the millennia with the broadest lens possible.
Where this approach really shines is in our leaders. Leaders are so often seen as military personnel or prominent government figures, but leaders come in so many different forms. They're thought leaders, scientific and cultural prodigies, and many more.
Each leader in Ara has a number of special abilities determined by their personality traits, as well as a powerful and unique leader trait informed by their contributions to world history.
With a diverse global roster, we know players will find leaders that they will want to play. And even a few that may surprise them with how fun it is when those leaders are handed the reins of power.
For us at Oxide, player feedback is the only way to really understand what you're making. It gives us that priceless perspective from the people we're making Ara for, you.
Building the game alongside real players has given us that critical player feedback. In the end, we believe this makes for a deeper connection between the players and the game.
One of my favorite examples is when we first introduced the concept of dangerous wildlife to the game. It turns out, in our first iteration, it was maybe a little bit too aggressive or disruptive. We knew we should probably make a change when one of our insiders made a forum post that was just,
Cougars, cougars,
Cougars, I hate cougars!
Someone get these feline demons away from me. I'm happy to
I like
report,
cougars,
based on more
though.
recent feedback, that I think we ended up in a good place with the
Though,
overall threat level of
I like
mountain lions
MILFs
to
just a little
player
bit more.
citizenry.
It's been years of hard work to bring
Like
this
Cherry.
strategy experience
What? I didn't
like
say
no
that.
other. And we're so excited that we can finally see the finish line. We can't wait for players to get their hands on the game later this year.
But the launch of Ara is only the beginning. we're going to maintain our insider program after the release date and continue to listen to players and support the game into the future.
On behalf of everyone at Oxide Games, thank you for joining us today. We can't wait for you to play Aura and to create your own history.
Another one for fall. Okay. Who's left? Machine Games, it looks like. Oh! Is that Indiana Jones game I've been hearing about?
Hej och välkommen till Uppsala, Sverige, här hos Machine Games.
Hello.
We are really excited to finally be able to share our work on Indiana Jones.
Oh, yeah.
Since the first film came out, Indiana Jones has always represented the
Temple of
ultimate
Doom. I need to get the other Indiana Jones
Even
games and
today,
play them.
It's one of the most iconic franchises in pop culture.
Last Crusade.
In this game, you aren't just playing as Indy, you are Indiana Jones. You will see through his eyes and experience a journey that we hope lives up to the proud
Yeah, because there's an
legacy
Indiana Jones
of
game for
Indiana
64.
Jones.
There's
When
one for, like,
Todd
Wii.
Howard first told us about his
I
vision
thought
for
about
the
picking up the
game,
Wii
we
one, but
knew
I don't know if it's any
he would be
good.
a very good fit to help bring it to life.
I've wanted to make an Indiana Jones game forever.
Oh, no!
For what it would be like.
No!
After what period of his life it was in.
No! 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 Not Todd Coward. No!
To make this, and with my friends at Machine
No!
Games. I can remember
Fuck.
pitching Lucasfilm on the game and being, a little bit nervous because, look, it's, Indiana Jones, and their response was just overwhelmingly positive, and just that excitement has bled through the whole project, and they have just been so trusting.
God damn it, Todd.
Of everything that we want to do with the game. It's been a long time. I've been a fan of this my whole life, and I couldn't be more excited to show you what the team here has been up to.
God
Let's
damn
take
it,
our first
Todd.
look at the new Indiana Jones game.
Oh, man. I'm so worried now.
Let me tell you what you are missing, Dr. Jones. While you were playing your pointless game, I was playing you. You're wondering if maybe you should have built yourself a life of meaning instead of ending up here, dead and forgotten in the sense of Africa.
God, I'm so worried for this game now because Todd Howard's on it. Oh, no.
Myths. History. Just different ways to interpret the past. Thousands of years of humanity's thoughts and beliefs, scattered and buried. Just waiting to be found.
You can't just run away from your problems, Indiana.
Watch me.
Must have paid Harrison Ford a lot of money for his likeness.
Throughout history,
That's not him doing the voice. Somebody who can do
mankind has
young
built
Andy.
sites of great spiritual significance. If you were to draw a line through these ancient sites around the globe, you get a perfectly aligned circle.
This looks pretty sick, though. It's not Bethesda, so maybe it'll be
These
okay.
guys before. Trust me, it ain't a walk in the park.
Okay, then. Let's see if you can keep up.
What do you mean if I could keep up?
Interesting.
Patron of the fallen angels. protector of the Circulimani, the Great Circle.
The Great Circle. Interesting.
You have any idea how old that was?
It's okay, Indiana Jones. It was a video game one.
Indiana Jones is such an iconic character, and he means so much to so many people. Everyone here at the studio has their own indie stories and memories. Most of us grew up with his adventures and have been fans of the movies and the character for years.
Mm-hmm.
He's a brilliant archaeologist, he's a charismatic everyman, he's passionate and determined. And for us, he's synonymous with adventure.
Yes, you are. Hi, Sab. How are
Tell
you?
a new Indiana Jones story for a modern gaming audience. Our game is all about putting you in Indy's shoes, letting you see and feel what he sees and feels.
How you doing, hon?
For us at Machine Games, we do that best through first person. It's the ideal perspective to bring you into the rich, exciting, and interactive world we've built. We believe that being up close and personal to the adventure is key, making each action feel like your own.
Whether it's cracking your whip, solving puzzles in
That's great. I'm glad you're doing better than yesterday.
or seeing your knuckles go bloody in a
I'm sorry you had a bad
All
day
of these
yesterday if you
moments
did.
are much more intense in first person. But we still want you to have those moments. Seeing his iconic silhouette with the hat, the whip, and so for things like cutscenes and environmental traversal, we pull the camera back.
This must
for
be
a
their big
third
game.
person view.
See, this looks pretty good.
Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is set between Raiders of the Lost Ark and The Last Crusade.
Oh, really?
When our game begins, Indiana is working
Wait,
at
but
Marshall
where
College.
is it? Where's Temple of
He
Doom?
wakes up in the middle of the night to the sounds of a break-in and rushes to confront the thief in the college museum. The mysterious
Anytime,
giant
Sab,
of a man
anytime,
makes
hon.
off with what seems to be a historically insignificant artifact, sparking Indiana's curiosity.
Who the hell are you?
Following the trail, Indiana heads to the Vatican, hoping to learn why this particular relic was stolen, and discovers that things aren't what they appear.
He starts pulling at the strings of a mystery, and it all unravels until he has no choice but to see it through to the end, whatever the end may be.
On next plane to Rome. Stop. Need help. Stop. Meet me in Vatican. Stop. Indy.
We always talk about how clever Indiana Jones is. That had to be one of our guiding principles when we were thinking about the type of game we were making. It wouldn't be Indy if he wasn't using his wits to get through the situation. The most authentic Indiana Jones experience we can make is the one that makes you think first.
Sure, there will be some obstacles that will be more easily overcome with the revolver or a gun taken from a disarmed guard. But I think most of the time you'll have more fun and, to be honest, a more genuine indie experience by finding more clever ways to solve a problem.
We always want to be offering more solutions, whether it's trying a different path through the environment to get around enemies, observing enemy patrols and using them to your advantage, or using the tools at your disposal, like the whip.
It's an amazing global adventure with action propelling you through your journey.
We have these really diverse environments for you to explore. Indy's journey will take him to the forgotten temples of Sukhothai, the pyramids of Egypt, the snow-peaked Himalayas, and beyond.
We look carefully at each location and the time period the game is set in, and we're trying to make it as authentic and accurate as possible.
We love creating rich, vibrant worlds, and in this game, we also had the goal of making it feel like a true cinematic Indiana Jones adventure.
Cool.
One of the biggest ways to do that is with the music.
Oh shit! I should probably.
John Williams is the original composer for the Indy films, and we're really lucky to have found Gordy Hub, a composer who's been able to capture Williams' essence with his score for the
I'm
Great
embarrassed
Circle.
somewhere. Oh, office today in Indonesia. Hey, and that's what? That's okay.
A very movie-like approach to things like cinematic.
That's totally
We're
okay.
very
You're
physical
valid in
with
feeling
our
that
production
way.
style. We use a lot of stunt actors. Things like this help us bridge
And yeah,
the gap
Indiana Jones game.
between making a
I'm
game
interested. They've made a few. They made one on N64. They made one on Wii,
Of course,
which
our
I'm thinking of
characters do
picking
a lot
up.
to help bring the world to life as well. Next to Indy, Gina is our other main protagonist. Where Indy is pursuing answers just for the sake of curiosity, Gina has a personal stake in getting to the bottom of the core mystery.
As they usually do.
Is an investigative reporter who has a lot riding on this adventure. She's been tracking a lead for some time, and now she's found an ally in this determined American professor. Their paths are intertwined, and they'll need each other in order to get to the bottom of this mystery.
Okay, then. Let's see if we can keep up.
Fight. What do you mean if I can keep up? We always love our villains and think we might have found our favorite one yet in Emmerich Voss. He's this intensely psychological man. He's obsessed with the human mind and manipulating it.
He's highly intelligent and the perfect foil for Indy. They're both brilliant people, compelled by their passions and obsessions, but driven down wildly different roads.
He creeps up on you and gets under your skin like he gets under in the skin. It's captivating.
Dead and forgotten in the sense of Africa.
One of our mottos for Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is adventure first. But in every indie adventure, there are always those moments where he finds himself in the action.
That's been one of those balancing acts for us, and we've ended up with this sort of hybrid experience that mixes melee combat, stealth, and gunplay.
How you approach any given situation is up to you. You may choose to sneak around an enemy patrol, or maybe you'll just pick up a shovel and whack them on the
Looks
back
like the
of their head.
2010s, honestly, but
And
that's
when
not.
you can't use your wits,
What do you mean
you got Indy's
2010s?
most iconic tool.
What do you mean 2010s?
Just like you see in the movies,
Because the
one
game
of our
takes
goals
place
has been to make the whip as
after
fun and multi-purpose
Raiders.
as possible. We want it integrated into every aspect of the game.
You can use it as a traversal tool. To
And
make your
before
way
Last
around the
Crusade, but
environment.
they didn't say where it
You can use it as a
where
distraction.
it sits
And yes,
with Temple of
you can
Doom,
absolutely use it in
which I
combat.
find odd. Temple of Doom is my favorite
Everything
Indiana
you'd
Jones movie,
expect
by the
from
way.
Indy's Whip, and hopefully a little bit more. Puzzles are a key feature in our game. The spirit of discovery is so important to Indiana Jones. Obviously, there are a handful of puzzles on the main path,
Oh, fuck.
but a lot of the puzzles are optional and are just there for the players who want to experience them. Epic traps, small secrets, and hidden puzzles that blend right in with their surroundings.
This looks really good.
One thing I love about our game is the level of interactivity that we have. We have this world of mystery where anything could potentially hide a secret. The more you look,
But Todd
the more
Howard's
you'll
involved,
discover.
so I'm not too sure.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
I want to thank you all for joining us for our big reveal of Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Machine Games is known for creating these roller coaster experiences with huge set pieces, surprising twists, and immersive narratives. It's exciting for us that
Excuse
we
me.
have been able to stay so true to the Indiana Jones franchise and create such an authentic experience while still being able to showcase what makes us us. We are making a game for everyone, whether you are very familiar with the franchise or not. Because at the heart of Indiana Jones is an incredible adventure, and I think that's something everyone wants to be part of. I'm also very excited to announce that Indiana Jones and the Great Circle will be coming later this year, and we cannot
Okay.
wait to share more soon.
What's Todd doing in the background there? You guys see that? Freaking Todd. All right. Just sometime this year. That's everything. That's a lot of good stuff. That's a lot of good stuff. That's being shown there. Like let's just just real quick. Like Avowed looks sick. Being Obsidian's answer to Skyrim essentially is what it looks like to me. Like it looks really good. Like even the character animations aren't amazing, but they're just a step up from something like Starfield. Um, Hellblade 2 looks really cool. I'm really, really sad this is going to be digital only. It seems like more and more developers are moving towards that to get rid of physical games. But again, if they're going to do that, two things need to be fixed with digital games. One, get rid of DRM 100%. Get rid of it everywhere. And two, give people the opportunity to back up their games. Because if Steam goes down tomorrow, I've lost over 1,000 games. Games that I bought. And with, the Nintendo stores went down, but at least you can still re-download old purchases. But who's to know how long that's gonna last, right? Sony wanted to shut their store down on the PS3. Like, they haven't yet, but they probably will at some point. It just sucks. So I hope, like, it's too bad that developers are moving towards digital games. Visions of Mana looks freaking cool. It looks really great. Like, I want to play that. But I think it's coming to Xbox and PC only, so... The Vita store is still up, but I don't think you can purchase anything unless you purchase it through PS3. Aria History of Worlds. I don't really care too much about strategy games like Civ, but it's kind of cool. And then the new Indiana Jones looks good. I'd like to try it out. Look at that guy's fucking face. What the hell? Yeah, in the Great Circle. You bought a couple on your Vita? Oh, okay, sweet. But yeah, that's a developer direct. Some good stuff. All right. Well, that's probably gonna do it for me for today. I'm pretty tired now. I think the energy I got after I had my coffee is starting to wear off. Plus, I want to get into the cold for a bit. But anyways, yeah, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Let me see who's available to raid right now. Let me check. Let's see. John's on. SCR's on. Let's see. Rumi's on. Mooney's on. Skyrocket Dog's in Arkham. Battlefield's doing Pal World. I need to get that game. It looks really fun. Punk Pup is on. Fire Emblem. Oh, Junie's doing Valorant. Back to Pixie. Doing Baldur's Gate. Hmm. No. I haven't read SCR in a hot minute. Maybe that's what I'll do. Yeah, maybe I'll read SCR. Been a hot minute. We'll do that. And guys, if you don't, since we're looking at Visions of Mana, SCXCR, who we're about to raid, also does a Seiken Densetsu retrospective or Mana retrospective. which you guys should check out on YouTube. But anyways, you guys know the drill, but in case you don't, that's okay, because I'm going to help you out and run through it. Here is the raid message if you're subbed. If you are not subbed, that is totally fine. I have a raid message for you. It's this one. You can join my Discord server here. Remember, Tuesday nights are Toku Tuesdays, or if you just want to hang out and chat, some of the spicy content, you can go there as well. I did just post some spicy content yesterday, wink wink, or last night, or technically really early this morning, but you can check that out if you want to. You also find my social medias here, including my YouTube channels here, which I have my newest videos you can find here, and I have new ones coming. Once again, raid message if you're subbed. If you're not, you can use this one instead, if I could spell raid right. Thanks again to God, what's the word I'm looking for? Thanks again to Acclaim, Collector Vision Games, and 8-Bit Legit for providing the copy of Dead Tomb. Go check it out if you have it on. If you have a Switch, Xbox, PC, PlayStation, or Nintendo Entertainment System. All right, guys, raid's about to happen. Go say hi to SCR for me. Have a good one, guys. I will see you soon. Monday, probably at the latest. All right, bye. Raid's about to happen. Bye.
Damn, it's like the wipers on your car and the wiper, like the turn signal of the car in front of you, matches for a bit, doesn't match, alternating.